I didn't know there was a narcissist abuse awareness day. Now I feel bad for like even saying that you should date them. Because I don't want nobody to get caught out here. You know, it's just like, it's good fun for a short time. So let's see the signs you're dealing with. If you're dating a narcissist for too long, these are the signs you're going to be dealing with. And probably after the 2-week period. Let's see if it's accurate to what I've experienced. Let me see.
Hey there, welcome back to a brand new Psych2Go video. Today's video is brought to you in collaboration with Melanie Tanya Evans from MTE.
From what?
Many people are not sure whether or not they're suffering from narcissistic abuse. Cognitive dissonance and the confusion that goes with abuse.
So this is what you don't want. And this is why you keep it short. Keep it short, keep it simple, or these things are gonna happen.
Can have a lot to do with this. This is exactly what today's video is all about. The awareness and solutions to empower you up and out of narcissistic abuse. Please.
I know. The more this video keeps going, I'm like, damn, what did I just tell people to do?
Know this video.
It's just tea, you know. We just chatting here. I'm not a professional relationship coach.
About absolutely any narcissist in your life. All the signs apply to any toxic relationship.
I don't think you should be friends with narcissists, because like it's kind of the same, but like I feel like that is just like they're gonna try to steal your man, they're gonna try to steal your girl, they're just gonna want like all the other friends to pay more attention to them. It just seems like no friendship with them at all. Like it's just not giving what it's supposed to. I feel like though with friends they might do it differently, but I've never been friends as far as I've known with anyone with narcissistic tendencies or could be diagnosed as a narcissist. I just don't have time for that. Like there's certain energies, like a lot of energies I don't have time for. Like you won't even, yeah, no. But yeah, not relationship, just like, you know, fun time, single time, period. But yeah, this is, so if you, like I'm saying again, if you are dating someone for too long that's a narcissist, these things may happen.
Such as a spouse, lover, family member, neighbor, or friend. Anyone.
You can't really change your neighbor, right? What they saying right now? If you move, that's it. But like, you don't really have to talk to your neighbor. That's crazy.
So without further ado, here are 8 signs to know that you are suffering narcissistic abuse. 1. Your relationship is not kind, caring, or sane.
Yeah, let's just put that out there. So these are the stuff you're going to be avoiding by avoiding the long-termness. You don't want this. Number 1, no.
Toxic relationships can be very confusing at times, making it difficult to know who is who in the zoo.
Also, if it's confusing, that's also like a red flag. Like if the relationship is like, oh, like I don't understand, like I said this, but they're saying that, like if that's happening and like you keep getting like second guessing yourself, it's giving no. It's giving you're getting too far into it and you need to jump the ship.
This happens because the toxic person will spin it back on you, blame you, and will not be accountable. Remember, if someone hurts you and is not capable of a genuine apology, and you keep hanging out with this person, they'll continue to hurt you.
Period. So this is what you're avoiding, remember. No. If any of this is happening in your fun time with the narcissist, you've gone too far.
I'll never be remorseful, and of course, will continue the same behavior. The truth is, people either have a decent character or they don't. You can't change them for who they are. People like this.
Damn, that was very like, They said there is no gray area. I feel like I could disagree with this because people can change, but it's going to take a long time. And it's going to take certain experiences. But I feel like with a disorder like this, is giving you definitely need to go to therapy and you need to be in there for years and years before there's any sort of change.
I simply do not have the resources to grant us a healthy, loving, and happy life, but we do. 2. You're dealing with immature behavior and give up pieces of yourself to comply. A hallmark of narcissistic relationships is the person gets bent out of shape on hairline triggers that mature adults just don't get upset about. Also, they believe they're entitled to and expect preferential treatment, and can be nasty, demanding, punishing, and even explosive if they don't receive it. Are there things that you would normally be free to talk about to anyone, but the same topic may be unacceptable or risky with this particular person? And why do you feel so? Maybe if this person doesn't get their own way, they'll abandon you or threaten to leave you.
Stop. There's nothing to leave if you're just having fun. See? Period. Point two. There's nothing to leave if you're just having fun with a narcissist. Like, they can't do this to you.
And again, you start doing things outside of your comfort and value systems to stop this from happening. 3. You're angry, disjointed, and are behaving in ways that you normally don't. This is an important question. How do you feel with this person in relation to everyday dealings with other people? If you know you have integrity, can listen, have empathy, are capable of having sane conversations, and get along with most people in your life, and yet there's this person who brings out the worst in you.
Oh my God, that looks so scary. This animation is low-key good. It's basic, but good.
This is generally because your boundaries are being violated, and the normal modes of human operations don't stand. The circular arguments you're having make your head spin because they go around and round on unrelated tangents, points that make no sense. Narcissists state how disloyal your accusations of them are when confronted, or they argue with you to manipulate you into something unwholesome. 4. You find yourself trying to prove that you're a good person. Because the narcissist is regularly accusing you of all the things that they are and do, such as lacking integrity and love and care for people, being unfaithful, lying, making it all about yourself.
Damn, they just be doing way too much. How is someone staying with someone like this? Like I said, we just here to have fun. Like what the F? I don't mean me right now. Like, I'm good. I have a loving partnership right now. I'm not talking about my partner right now. This is just out of context. This is just from, past experience.
Wanting to use people for your own gain and more. Naturally, you'll be in.
I wonder how many people in the entertainment industry are narcissists, because having that like fame and stuff is like, oof, like that's their dream. Like, oh my God, like, is it? I'm like, does it make them worse? And like, how much worse? Or just, are they just bad already? And it's just like, it's just filling that like, that black hole of whatever it is that they have.
Incensed and try extremely hard to prove and convince them otherwise. This is another deadly hook that narcissists can get you enmeshed with them on. If you believe that your integrity, character, well-being, and safety is dependent on what other people think of you, then you're susceptible to this narcissistic behavior.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I had to run that back.
Being and safety is dependent on what other
wait.
hook that narcissists can get you enmeshed with them on. If you believe that your integrity, character, well-being, and safety is dependent on what other people think of you, then you're susceptible to this narcissistic behavior. 5.
That wasn't no lie. That was not a lie.
5. You are mopping up the messes. Being connected with a narcissist has lots of drama, rough edges, and quite frankly means that disasters are always looming. Narcissists usually aren't good with detail, accountability, or sensibility. They fly high, seeking narcissistic supply and acclaim with little to no thought for doing the right thing. If your life is connected with one of these people,
I'm too detailed. Like, I'm not a narcissist. There's too many details I remember. If anything, I'm on a different disorder. It couldn't be me. I love details.
it's usual that you will be paying their fines, sorting out their messes and dramas, and even lying for them to cover their tracks. It's like this analogy. As you're watering their back lawn trying to keep it green, yours gets parched and turns brown and dies. This is how narcissists roll, and this is what happens to the sensible, well-meaning, responsible people who narcissists like to recruit into their lives. By walking away from people like this, we can heal. 6. Your boundaries are being disintegrated. It's extremely common for people with poor boundaries to get involved with narcissists. Do you find it difficult to speak up, stand up for yourself, or hold boundaries with this particular person? And when you try to do so, are you often criticized, rejected, abandoned, or punished? You're likely dealing with a narcissist. As a result of that, you try to minimize the trauma and mayhem that breaks out by giving up on trying to assert your needs. Or maybe because you've dissolved into so many feelings of powerlessness, helplessness, and despair that you find yourself begging or pleading for your boundaries to be respected. Discovering that the narcissist has zero empathy for you and won't comply, it takes you down into an even deeper place.
Damn, this part looks sad.
Of helplessness. 7. You feel addicted, disjointed, and manic. A perverse addiction happens with narcissists. This is also known as trauma bonding. To find out more, you can check out the links
Damn, what the hell? What did we get into? And now I want to find out more. Oh my gosh.
in the description. Do you feel manic and unable to stop trying to contact or hook back up with a narcissist? Even when you know how much you continually get hurt by doing so? We can be horrified by how addicted we are to someone who treats us so terribly. It just doesn't make logical sense. It is, of course, very serious when it gets to a stage where we simply can't talk ourselves out of doing the actions that we
You see a name on the phone, Narcy. I'm screaming.
know are putting ourselves back into the fire to get burnt again. And 8, you're suffering from abuse symptoms. Things are now very serious. When your emotional inner being has been screaming out for our attention and we haven't as yet pulled away and turned inwards to heal, then we start breaking down physically as well. It's likely that anxiety and depression and even greater issues like fibromyalgia, adrenal issues, PTSD, and agoraphobia start to develop. You
What
lose
the
interest in the
hell?
activities, people, and self-care that used to grant you energy, as the toxic person in your life takes up more and more of your energy and focus. The shame and pain become so great that we may start hiding out from the world, lying to people, covering up, and feeling even more isolated in our traumatic feelings and symptoms. This is when we
Damn, this is scary. All right, y'all. Don't date no narcissist. Never mind. Don't do it.
have to ask ourselves, how bad does it
Don't get here. Don't get to this place. This is scary. What the F? Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
have to get before we awaken to the truth? There are varying degrees of narcissism, and there are also people who can just be clueless and selfish, but not necessarily afflicted with narcissistic personality disorder. If someone in your life does not share your values and doesn't care for your feelings, then this is not a healthy relationship.
Period. And it's called don't even get into it. The signs are early, people. These were a few of the signs. These were more like if you're like in it. I don't know how people get in it with that. I'm guessing people that are younger, they don't understand, like they're still learning like how people are and what's a good person versus like a person that's like poopity and just draining. Like I don't, yeah, you figure it out the more you're like dating and stuff. But it's giving yeah, like now I'm like, yeah guys, don't actually do that, because if you get caught up in that, it's giving you got to go to therapy again for a different thing if you are already in therapy. But if you have a therapist, I feel like you wouldn't get caught up in this, because they'd be like, oh, da da da, whatever they say in therapy when you talk to them about relationships. I've never done that.